which is this one, and then you have one for your joints. So maybe it's your knees, your ankles, your elbows, different parts of your body that you have it.
Hands.
You have it, the hands, exactly,
yes,
in that area. So you just pick whichever one you want, whether you want the smaller one, which is called the limb one, or the larger one, which is called the back and shoulder one.
And under $20, I mean, and under $25,
yeah,
okay?
And you'll order by size, so we'll talk about that in just a minute, but it's really simple, small, medium, large, and extra large, that type of situation. So you pretty much have an idea what you want. But here's the difference about this. So yes, this has our patented copper Zenergy technology, which if you've ever done any research about copper and zinc, you know that there's a plethora of them. But what we give you in here is a refill, and it's not even refillable, it's a reusable pack. So it automatically has the gel already inside. Notice this right here, this is the directions. So you're not gonna be able to read this here, but when you get home, it's really simple. If you want it to be cold, you throw it in the freezer for a couple of hours, and then you have your cold therapy. If you want it to be hot, you throw it in the microwave for 20 seconds, and then you have your heat therapy. You can also boil it in the water if you want to. But definitely microwave is by far the easiest and the fastest to do for that. Then it has this envelope pocket right here. So you literally just slide it right into the envelope pocket. And when you do that, it goes in, the pocket folds over, and there's nothing on top of you that's touching your body. See how that happened right there? So then notice how it folds over. The cold plate or the heat is not touching your body. So there's that protective layer in there that again is copper Zenergy permanently infused in the fabrics. So it's going to help keep you dry and help keep you anti-odor. Then you just wrap it around your waist and boom, it stays in place. So no longer are you like trying to do an ice pack or a heat pack that is wrapped in, you know, a towel, that it moves wherever you go to go. You're stuck on the sofa for 20 minutes, there's nothing you can do. Yeah. Now, that cold therapy, so if I want the cold therapy, I can do laundry, I can cook, I can pick up, I can run and pick up the kids from school. Like I can do all my errands because it's there, and I can even put it underneath my jacket to keep it discreet too.
How great. Now for cold versus heat. So
cold versus heat. So what cold does is the cold therapy, you know, there's always this, you think about like when you get injured, right? And the doctor says, ice, elevate, rest, right? Ice, elevate, rest, and compression. So this gives you the ice and the compression in 2 steps. So heat soothes, heat opens up the muscles, heat helps to increase your blood circulation. So if you put it in the microwave, you're going to get that therapy with this. But if you put it in the freezer, you will get the cold therapy, which then helps to reduce the aches and pains in a different fashion because it starts to close up the blood vessels a little bit, and you start to get it there as well. This is the joint one. I want you to see how much smaller it is, and it also has the ice pack that just slides right there on the inside, also with the envelope pocket, so it just goes just like that. And it's completely adjustable. So notice how you can make it a little bit smaller or larger, then you can make it tighter if you need to, because it really is have that adjustability factor. It even has on this one an extra little tab, so you can make it really large if you need to go around some of the larger parts too.
I'm going back to this value. I have to talk about this because I know we chatted quickly about it earlier, and Laura said you can go on their website.
Yep.
And you can look up exactly what we're showing you right here, either the back and shoulder wrap or the one for the limb that you can get in some of the smaller places. You are not going to see anywhere near these HSN prices. Plus, on top of that, we even have 3 monthly flex payments. So many of you are taking advantage of getting a couple of these. It's really kind of smart because maybe it is multiple areas that you have issues like. Always my lower back, always, ankle, and arthritis in my hands. Yeah. So, you know, I think about that, it's like, okay, you have multiple uses all over.
I love the hand one, that's really smart,
right?
Yeah.
Because it's always such, and it's so hard to find.
You know what I have to tell you also too, like I went to a cryotherapy session this weekend, which I know we're hearing is a lot of big deal. I mean, a cryotherapy session would be both of these things combined, okay? For one session for 2.5 minutes, and you don't get to use it over and over again.
And I bet it's more than $25.
Well, that's what I just said. It was, you could buy both of these items for one session. That was 2.5 minutes long. With this, you're actually able to get so many of those cold therapy benefits by doing this and put it on the body part that you need to target, right? So if you need to target your knee like we're seeing here, so easy to be able to do that. I have a knee that's really bothering me. Sometimes you have doctors that say use ice only. Sometimes they say switch between ice and heat. Well, now you're able to do whatever it is that you feel is going to be best for your body, whatever therapy is best for you, because you literally can take this from the freezer and then microwave it if you need to put into the heat.
We are are very busy.
Okay.
People wait specifically for brand new specials coming out from Copper Life. Let's talk about some of the great features again for those tuning in.
So as we were talking about, this is versatile. So with the joint wrap, you're able to really truly put it wherever it is you need it on your body, or you can use it hot or cold. The lower back one can go on your lower back, your neck, your shoulders, all around your body as well. The heat therapy promotes that relaxation and increased flexibility. That's what I was talking about. You know, when we talk about Tommy Copper and Copper Life, we talk about helping, you know, the circulation in your body live up to what the potential that it's supposed to be. That's what compression socks do, right? That's also what heat therapy does for us too. And then cold therapy does something very different. Cold therapy helps to reduce the swelling that happens in your body. So if you're having swelling in your ankles or in your knees, or if you injured yourself somewhere, it really helps with that. The joint one is so smart to me, because how many times have we tried to take something large and put it in a small spot and it doesn't quite fit right? No. Also, if you take a block of ice, it's hard. This is a gel pack, so it's cold or warm, but it's maneuverable, so it actually wraps around your elbow where you need it to. It'll wrap around the wrist, the knee, the quad even, the ankle. That's what's so nice about it. So here's the size chart that I was talking about, you guys, earlier. Real simple. In the smaller joint wrap, you order either the small, medium, large, that's one grouping, or the extra large through 3X, that's the second grouping. The sizing, you take your thigh, you go above your knee about 5 inches, take that circumference. If you are a 14 to a 19 and a half, you're small, medium, large. If you're a 20 to 27 and a half, you're an extra large to 3X, and that's for the knee measurement area. We're assuming that above your knee is going to be the largest part that you use it on, and then obviously your elbow will be smaller, your ankle and all of that. Great. Then this is the shoulder and back therapy wrap. So very similar to the knee wrap, it's just larger, designed for use wherever you want to. So if you want to wrap it down your leg, you can, your lower back, your shoulders. I wrap it around my neck. I try to get my entire neck, the top of both shoulders and around the back of my neck with this one, because I have a lot of neck problems. And so this really is amazing for that. Again, the heat therapy, so you can put it in the microwave or you can boil it in water. Happens in an instant. Therefore, you have that heat therapy for the promoting of the relaxation of the muscles, the increased flexibility to help that body feel better, and then the cold therapy reduces the swelling there as well. Lower back, as I was mentioning, easy to put on your lower back. I like this because it stays in place and you can move where you need to move with it, and it really is consistently reusable. So the hot and gel pack is one gel pack. It slides into it, but the way that it slides in, it's not going to fall out because it has the envelope pocket. So we didn't just like give you a pocket and let it sit there and then tell you go move with it with the possibility of it's gonna fall out like some people do. We didn't. We made sure it stays in place but still easy to use. And the size chart, this is your waist circumference. So small, medium is a 26 to 33. A large, extra large is a 34 to 40, and the 2X, 3X is 41 to 47.
And that is why people are getting one of each. The great value, the fact that it's the first time I've seen heat and cold in one gel pack.
Well, you get the choice,
It's so, because normally it's one or the other, which are always great. But here, it's the beauty in the way that it's designed, because you're now hands-free and it's staying in place, and it molds to wherever area you're putting it right now, like on your shoulder area or on your elbow area, right?
I mean, but you can do it on your shoulder if you want to. You can do it on your upper arm. Maybe you are typing a lot, right? And the front, your forearms are hurting from all of that. You can put it there. You can literally put this anywhere on your body that you need or want to. Obviously, knees are one of the biggest problems we all have. I don't know if anybody gets out of life without having a knee problem, you know, and some of us have it more often than others. Lower backs, 80% of Americans complain about lower back pain in their lifetimes. And so it's one of those things where this is something you are going to use. This is not a, you know, I'm gonna buy it and maybe I'll use it. This is something you're gonna buy it, you're gonna stick it in the freezer, and you're gonna be like, oh, I'm so glad I did that, because all of a sudden you pull it out of that freezer 2 hours later and your back feels better. You pull it out of the microwave 20 seconds later and you have that heat therapy.
Do they have an estimate of time, how long it will stay warm and cold?
Well, you know, so traditionally therapy sessions are 20 minutes long is what the doctor recommends. So a heat therapy session, sometimes it depends on who you are and your age and your risk factor. So we should tell you to ask your doctor first. But those sessions tend to be 10 to 15 minutes for heat therapy and about 20 minutes for an ice therapy. So of course, do what your doctor recommends. I am not a medical professional, but that's the recommended time for those. And of course, you know, also if you're in an environment where your house is 64 degrees, it's going to stay colder than it would in a house that's 85 degrees if you have it on the ice therapy. But it's also going to cool down faster if you have it on the heat therapy if the environment's colder too.
Gotcha, makes sense.
You know.
All right, I know just about a minute. Very, very popular with FlexPay. It's $6 and change whenever your next billing statement is for the limbs. And then for the back and for the shoulder, I'm gonna say it's $15, or not even. No, $8 and change. Oh my goodness, there's something you'll have and use over and over and over again. That's the other thing that we love, right? It's a one-time investment. It's there when you need it, you know, not like, oh, I have to run out, I have to go buy something. No, it's there when you need it. So we'll keep you updated there. Also, a great way for you to save $10 is to apply for the HSN charge card. In fact, you could go ahead and do that on all of our brand new Copper Life specials that we're offering and enjoy the great perks of shopping with the HSN charge card throughout the entire year.